Okay, tonight we're going to do some jumbo shells. So I'm going to reuse the meat that I did for my Philly cheesesteak style stuffed peppers the other night. I'll link that video in the description box. So I'm going to get my water going. As usual, I added a little bit of the Morton 50% less sodium salt. I'm going to do a drizzle of olive oil in there. I'm going to bring that to a boil. And in the back, I've got about half of a bottle of pasta sauce. I'm going to use the Bertolli organic olive oil and basil and garlic, so I'm just going to use about half that for the shells that we're going to do. And then after all this is done, we're going to put them in the air fryer. Okay, here's the ground beef mixture from the other night when I made the Philly cheesesteak style stuffed peppers. This is just ground beef, onions, and garlic, fully cooked. It's been in the refrigerator, so what I'm going to do is throw it in the microwave for about a minute just to knock the chill off, and then we're going to use this to do the stuffed shells. Nothing's happening yet. Nothing is even happening. Just waiting for the water to boil here, waiting for this jarred sauce. Oh, there's a little ripple there, so that's heated through. And as soon as we get this water to bubbling, we are going to add the shells, which are these, and we're going to keep going. They say a watched pot never boils, and that is for sure. Okay, we're using the air fryer to finish off these shells, so while we're waiting for the shells to boil, I went ahead and took a piece of parchment paper, cut it the width of the bottom of the cake pan insert, added some sauce on top of that, and we're going to assemble the shells once they're done and set them on top. The purpose, you don't have to do this, my only purpose was for cleanup, so it won't be as bad, because as you can see, the sauce will probably get, because it's not a perfect circle. But alright, stay tuned. Okay, the water was boiling, so I added the shells. We're going to wait for this to come back up to another boil, let them go for about 7 to 9 minutes, and then we'll be ready to continue. Okay, the noodles, the shells, have been boiled and drained. I have heated up the ground beef mixture, which is garlic and onion and ground beef. I'm going to use Kraft Creamy Melt Mozzarella. And of course we've got our pasta sauce that was heated through. And in the air fryer we've got the parchment paper with the sauce on the bottom. So let's assemble. We're going to do shell, meat, cheese, sauce, and then I might do cheese, sauce, meat. We'll see. Stay tuned. Okay, I'm just showing you the first two that I did. The first one I did cheese, meat, sauce. The second one I did sauce, meat, sauce, and then I'm going to add cheese to the top. It's very difficult to stuff these, especially because the shells are a little warm. So once I get them all assembled, I will show you the end result. Also, if you're going to try these, if you want to make it even easier, just mix your sauce and meat together and put them in the shell and top it with cheese. Okay, be right back. Alright, I've stuffed the shells. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe 11 or 12 in there. Not real sure. But there's cheese, there's the meat mixture, and the sauce. So they're not an artistic display, but hey, they're all the same. As you can see, this one I added a lot of cheese to it. So what I'm going to do now is fill in some of the space with some sauce, and then I'm going to top it with cheese and cook it. Okay, we're ready to go. We've got the stuffed shells in the bottom, and I've topped it with the mozzarella cheese, and I'm going to put it in the air fryer at 300 degrees for about 6 minutes. Alright, the air fryer is going 300 degrees for 5 minutes. That should melt the cheese. Since all the ingredients are already cooked, that should be plenty of time. We shall see. Here we go. Look at that cheese. That looks absolutely delicious. So, 300 degrees for 4 minutes is this result. That looks so good. So again, you've got your meat mixture. I used a jar sauce, pasta shells, and mozzarella cheese, and in about 30 minutes, if you're starting from scratch, you've got a meal. So if you did the stuffed peppers like I did the other day and you had the meat mixture left over, it takes even less time. Boil the noodles, heat the meat, fill the shells, pop them in the air fryer for 3 to 5 minutes. The end. I am going to enjoy this.